From Earth, the sun appears constant and familiar. It rises and sets with dependable rhythm, warming the surface, lighting the sky, and anchoring the passage of days. For most of human history, this regularity encouraged the belief that the sun exists for a reason tied directly to life on Earth. It feels personal, almost intentional, as though the star at the center of our system were placed there with us in mind. This perception is deeply human. We experience the universe from a single vantage point, bound to one planet that depends entirely on its star. From that perspective, the sun seems uniquely suited to our needs. Its size, temperature, and distance create conditions that allow liquid water, stable climates, and long-term biological evolution. These coincidences invite a question that blends science and philosophy. Is the sun special because it serves us? Or do we serve the conditions the sun happens to provide? Astrophysics offers a broader context. The sun is a main sequence star, one among hundreds of billions in the Milky Way alone. It follows well-understood rules of stellar formation and evolution. Hydrogen fuses into helium in its core, releasing energy through processes that operate wherever mass and gravity align in similar ways. From this perspective, the sun is not unique. It is typical, yet typical does not mean insignificant. The sun's stability is one of its most important traits. It burns its fuel slowly and evenly, avoiding the violent outbursts seen in more massive stars. This long-lived calm provides a consistent energy source over billions of years. Without such stability, complex life would struggle to gain a foothold. The sun's mass places it in a narrow range where longevity and luminosity balance. Larger stars burn brighter but live shorter lives. Smaller stars live longer, but often produce intense stellar flares that can strip atmospheres from nearby planets. The sun occupies a middle ground that favors persistence over drama. Distance matters just as much as nature. Earth orbits within a narrow region often called the habitable zone, where temperatures allow liquid water to exist on the surface. This zone is not fixed. It shifts as stars age and brighten. Earth's position reflects a moment in cosmic time when conditions align favorably. This alignment can feel purposeful, but physics offers another interpretation. Among countless planetary systems, some will naturally fall into such favorable arrangements. Life arises where conditions permit it, not because conditions were arranged for life. This idea challenges the instinct to see intention in cosmic structure. The sun does not shine because life needs it. Life exists because the sun shines in a particular way. This reversal reframes purpose as consequence rather than cause. Still, the relationship between the sun and life is intimate. Solar energy drives weather, climate, and the global cycles of water and carbon. Photosynthesis converts sunlight into chemical energy, forming the base of nearly all ecosystems. Even fossil fuels are stored sunlight from deep time. Human civilization is shaped by the sun's patterns. Agriculture follows seasons defined by Earth's tilt relative to solar rays. Timekeeping, navigation, and culture evolved around solar motion. Our languages and myths reflect this dependence. Yet dependence does not imply exclusivity. The sun does not adjust its behavior for Earth. Solar flares, sunspots, and long-term changes occur regardless of their impact on life. The sun follows its own internal physics, indifferent to consequences beyond them. Over long timescales, this indifference becomes clear. The sun is slowly brightening as it ages. In hundreds of millions of years, this increase will alter Earth's climate profoundly. In billions of years, the sun will expand into a red giant, rendering Earth uninhabitable. These outcomes are inevitable products of stellar evolution. If the sun had a purpose tied to sustaining life indefinitely, its future would look different. Instead, it follows a trajectory shared by stars of its type. Life on Earth exists within a temporary window. This realization reframes meaning. Purpose may not be embedded in the sun itself, but in the opportunities it creates. The sun does not exist for us, but it enables us for a time. From a cosmic perspective, stars form to balance gravity and pressure. Nuclear fusion prevents collapse, radiating energy outward. Planets form from leftover material, and occasionally, conditions allow chemistry to become biology. No step requires foresight, yet from within the system, meaning emerges. Life assigns value to sunlight because it depends on it. Consciousness notices patterns and asks why they exist. Purpose becomes a human interpretation layered onto natural processes. The search for life beyond Earth further clarifies this perspective. Astronomers now know that planets are common and that many orbit stars very different from the Sun. Some may host life under conditions unlike those on Earth. This diversity suggests that no single star holds a monopoly on life-supporting roles. If life exists elsewhere, it will experience its own star as central and essential. Each inhabited world may feel similarly privileged, each interpreting local conditions as special. Purpose becomes relative rather than universal. This does not diminish the sun's importance. It deepens it. The sun is not meaningful because it is unique, but because it participates in a larger pattern where ordinary stars can give rise to extraordinary outcomes. The sun's energy also connects Earth to the wider galaxy. Elements forged in earlier stars contributed to the sun's formation. The atoms in our bodies were shaped by stellar processes long before the sun existed. In this sense, the sun is part of a lineage rather than an origin. Its purpose, if the word applies at all, is not singular. It stabilizes a system, enables complexity, and eventually returns its material to the galaxy. These are roles defined by physics, not intention. The question of purpose ultimately reflects the human need for context. We look at the sun and ask whether we matter in the vastness of space. Science answers not with reassurance, but with perspective. The sun does not exist for us, but we exist because of it. This distinction shifts the focus from destiny to contingency. Life is not guaranteed. It is permitted. In that permission lies both fragility and significance. The sun's steady light is not a promise, but a condition that we inhabit temporarily. Understanding this does not strip meaning away. It places meaning within our response to that condition. The sun's purpose is not written into its core. It is written into what emerges around it. Worlds, atmospheres, oceans, and eventually minds arise in its presence. Our star is not a guardian or a guide. It is a natural engine, burning quietly in space. Yet from that quiet process, awareness has emerged. If the sun is just one star among many, then life is not the goal of the universe, but one of its expressions. That realization does not make life smaller. It makes it rarer and more precious. The sun shines without intention, but it creates the possibility for intention to exist. In that sense, purpose is not something the sun possesses. It is something that arises in its light. Whether the sun is for us depends on how purpose is defined. It was not made with us in mind. Yet without it, we would not ask the question at all. And perhaps that is enough.